you think of the word bespoke, generally you don't think of kitchens, you think of furniture or one-of-a-kind pieces. But I'm about to meet a couple of guys who have taken the word bespoke to a whole new level. And they've done this with their kitchen ranges that are full of really innovative inclusions. The materials are just gorgeous. And most of all, it's design that will stand the test of time.
Travis and I were in a studio in Brunswick. We were making furniture and we started helping each other out on jobs and eventually drifted into making joinery and kitchens, and not quite sure how we got there really, but we did.
We kind of treat the kitchens the same way as how we used to design and make furniture. So we've taken the same principles and expanded that into our kitchen ranges.
Oh wow, that's gorgeous.
So Leah, this is our K2 kitchen. This is our flagship kitchen.
I can see why. Look at this gorgeous colour.
Yeah.
This is beautiful in the texture, and I love the fact that that wood grain is just seamless and just looks like furniture. Oh!
Yes.
I really honestly wasn't expecting it to do that.
Yeah.
So clearly they're touch point opening controls.
Yeah, that's right. You can touch them again. You can.
That's so brilliant. That is the lightest touch on an actual cupboard I've seen.
Yeah.
That's incredible. How do you close it?
So there's little buttons on the side. You just touch those and they drop down.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
You don't know how good a kitchen is till you've used a bad one. And when you've used a bad one, you know how good a good one is. You know, the fridge is in the wrong spot, the benches are too high or too low, or you can't reach things, or you can't get things, or you can't find things. So you know when you've got a good one, I think, because it just works, so you don't have to think.
I'm always thinking about design and detail and the way we can do things better. Being a visual person, getting inspiration from external art and film and photography, it all feeds back into, you know, our colour palettes and how we think about how we build and design.
I walk in here and I see colour and shape and texture. Do you think the touches like the shadow lines in the cabinetry and the open shelving is a bit of a throwback to your furniture making days?
Yeah, definitely. I think that the open shelves, it's more personal. You can put your things on, you can see what's there. It just has a warmth to it that can be lacking in kitchens that are, say, just all colour and stone and tiles. You know, to me that can be a bit cold. I love timber. I like the warmth of it. I also like its details, small details, that furniture makers are right into.
Often people are so used to living in the space that when we come to it with fresh eyes. So they often can't see the opportunities or the possibilities. We sort of document the space, come back, and we'll shape the design from that point.
So the first thing I do is ask, how do you use your kitchen? How do you cook? Who cooks? Do you cook together and you cook apart? The kids in the kitchen.
Is that important?
I think it is,
yeah,
because the kitchen, some people will be one person in the kitchen, some people the whole family. Like our family, everybody was in the kitchen together all the time, so it needed to have lots of space for people to walk around.
It's generally the central part, a meeting point of the house.
You've got to consider the light, the layout of the house, and then try and make a thing that works in the middle of that everybody can use and appreciate.
Now this one's interesting. This has got a real retro feel about it.
It does, yeah.
Everything. Yeah. What am I seeing that's making me feel that way?
The colour and the laminate. It's like your grandma's kitchen used to be, except we've just updated it a bit. The look of it, same material pretty much. We've exposed the substrate, the ply, so you can see what's under it. So it's not hiding anything. They used to put a steel strip along.
I was about to say, didn't it have the steel strip right around, but now we can actually
we
see
thought
it.
We don't need to hide it. Same with the drawers. It's laminate on plywood, so it's a really resilient surface. You see all those old laminate tables in second-hand shops, you know, they're as good as the day they were made, a lot of them, and they've stood the test of time. It's a good product, it always was. It just went out of fashion for a while. Now it's back in.
Oh, you've got to bring it back in.
Yeah.
I like the idea of using laminate because my grandmother had a laminate table And I spent a lot of time around that with her, and to me, it's a personal thing that brings back lots of fond memories, so I have a soft spot.
It looks great, and I love all the cutouts as well. It's taken something, an older feeling, and brought it into the now.
Yeah, we thought the cutouts just makes it a little more informal, I think, you know.
Yeah, they kind of do arc back to furniture design in that sort of era. And we can't always use the cutouts because it's a kitchen, it's got a function, so there's bits of hardware that need handles occasionally, but, you know, it's about balancing the two.
So is this where the magic happens in here?
Yeah, this is where everything comes into reality.
Wow, this has got to be the cleanest workshop I have ever seen. Especially with all this machinery around, there's hardly any sawdust anywhere.
Yeah, it's important to keep the workshop nice and clean. It's a health and safety thing, but it's also reflective of the quality and the detail we work to. So this is a piece of machine. This cuts all our mitered boxes, all our...
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's our panel saw.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
We've all done a few years on the panel
I
saw.
bet. I hear you. So organised.
Then the kitchens get fully assembled on this level platform. All the appliances get fitted.
Before it goes out to the client.
Fully assembled as it would be in the house.
I don't think I've ever heard that happen before.
Yeah.
That's very unusual, to actually put it together to make sure it works.
Yes.
And then any changes that need to be made, you can make them on site.
Yeah.
So it goes to the client perfect.
That's right.
Oh, you guys are good.
To me, design itself is integral to sustainability because you don't want your kitchen being thrown out in 5 years' time because it's gone out of fashion or it didn't work properly in the first place or something, you know, which can happen if it's not done properly.
Our approach is that if we can design a kitchen that functions and works in the space it's designed for and for the people it's designed for, it will last and stay for 20 plus years.